Now let's talk about the last 10 seconds of that fight. Why not do it in the beginning of the fight?
Because he's dangerous.
So once everything is good to go, you're winning the fight. You're like, you know what?
Everybody,
you know what?
I mean, even. I mean, come on. I know why you're asking the question. It's for the show, but anybody with any fight IQ, I saw Topuria like write something like, "Oh, keep that same last 10 seconds in the first 10 seconds." I'm like, why would you do that?
Yeah, no.
It's kind of you're an idiot. You know what I mean? But this is fight IQ. Like I gotta, before I go all in, I gotta make sure I know what I got in my head.
Hey, I love that. I gotta ask the question. I was like, hey, if this do it in the last 10 seconds, shit, did in the first 10 seconds, and you get the job done. But obviously, you're winning you're winning that fight. You didn't even have to do that the last 10 seconds. It's almost like, you know what? I'm gonna give you a chance right here. This is your chance right here, Justin. You think you could beat me in 10 seconds? Let me see if you can. And then you slept him. So that's why I just did, the reverse psychology. I was like, hey, let's go hard in the first 10 seconds. But I agree with you. I wouldn't do it. And so even for me, like when you see a lot of people in mixed martial arts, they're winning the fight. Same thing when I fought Kyoto Horiguchi. I beat him all rounds. Last second, I armbar him. Ray Borg, I beat him all the fucking rounds. I armbar him. You're beating Justin Gaethje all the fucking rounds. Even Ricardo Lamas, you beat him all the fucking rounds, and you do your signature. Now, is that just like, it's your thing, and you're just like, I'm fucking mad now, we're going to fight? Or you're like, I'm going to give you 10 seconds to see if you can knock me out. Come on, show me what you got.
With Ricardo Lamas, it was more of an angry thing. Because if you watch the fight, Ricardo, like towards the ending of the fight, like I was moving and making him miss in the ending of the fight. And like he did this 3 times. He went like this one time. And I was thinking, like, what are you doing? Like, now you want to fight? You know what I mean? I was thinking, like, what? Now you want to fight? What's going on? And then the second time, he said something to me. And I was like, come on, this can't be real life. I'm thinking, like, bro, I'm up. And this guy wasn't fighting this, like, he wasn't acting like this in the second or first round, you know? And then the third time when he went, like, come on, I was like, brother, oh my gosh, whatever. I'm going to give you the opportunity to stay here then. Let's go, With Justin, it was just, he's a dangerous guy. Everybody was saying he's a power puncher. And one of the scary hitters in 155, they were saying. So I was like, I got hit on the top of the head in one of the exchanges and got put to the butt. So I was like, man, let's really see how hard he can hit. And if he can land it, he can land it. We die on our sword right here, I don't need my shield. I threw my shield to the side. I was like, if this is where I die, this is where I die. That's his life.
I love that. It's fucking hilarious. He goes, well, I'm beating you. If I die, I die. Give you an opportunity. Well, it's hilarious because, like, I'm watching the fight and I start laughing. I was like, oh, here goes Max. And you fucking hit him with that beautiful overhand right. And a lot of people are like, oh, Max has no power. But you do have power. You knocked out Korean Zombie. We sat down. Then you knocked out Justin Gaethje, which nobody put him to sleep like that before. And I think it's when you plant your feet and you just let your hands go. Because usually you're moving around, you're throwing your pot shots, you're moving around, you're throwing your kicks, your knees. Like, I just love it. So thank you so much for that entertainment. And we had Ray Rod on MightyCast. He did that epic fucking
epic and bro, he's fun. He dropped like 3 or 4 of them right after the fight, bro. The first one was a Sonic one. One of them was the Star Wars one, I think. And bro, whatever, he's so funny. I commented on one of them. On one of the ones that he made for someone, I forget, from Rob. One that he's carrying Sudo or something, to whatever Zombieland. And I was like, bro, I need one. I'm shooting my shot, bro. I'm gonna comment and see if he makes it. I made me one after, so I was like, oh, sick. This is awesome.
Yeah. Well, it was such a great opportunity for him to do it because how the fight happened and how it went out. And then we had him on, he was talking about, like, he said, like, when he watched that fight, how you and Justin Gaethje and how you slept him, he says, man, the first thing that came to me was fucking Sonic the Hedgehog and having to spin like and spinning down. So I was like, wow, that's super creative. So that was amazing. That knockout was, absolutely crazy and it went viral. Now after, oh, here we go here.
I didn't mean to step out of him, bro. I love Gaethje.
Yeah. So there it is. I know you saw it before, but Michael wanted to show you it, and the wife was going crazy. The whole fucking house was going crazy. So thank you for that memory, my friend.
Oh, of course. Thank you.
That actually reminds me, DJ, bringing up you using new tricks. How did you come up with that spin kick that you used, like, I don't know how many times in that Gaethje fight, but I can't remember you using it, at least in your more recent fight. So where did that come up in the game plan to start using that?
I'm with the Gaethje fight. Like, you was correct. You know, I mean, DC claims he's a fan, he's a friend, but he just told me that I never ever had that in my arsenal, and I was like, this guy did not watch my fight. What the hell is going on? I went away from it because not that I didn't really have a meaning or a time to use it, and I felt super comfortable with Gaethje just because he has this tendency of maybe ducking after striking. He does this thing. He goes striking, he ducks, and my spinning back kick is not like it's not one that you teach. Like, everybody's spinning back kick is a distance kick.
Yep.
I like throwing my spinning back kick when we're like close to close, like head to head. So and then I create the space by jumping out or jumping in, right? And my favorite one is a jumping out one because people don't expect it when you're that close to me jump out and then I get to hit my spinning back kick. So, but with Gaethje, it was just him staying there, and we knew he was going to throw heat and throw power, and it landed. You know, I mean, it's insane. You know, I felt like I had to actually use my IQ, watch a bunch of tape on it, and then land that kick. But a lot of people said I got lucky landing that kick, and if his nose didn't break, the fight would have been different. I'm like, yeah, because I didn't throw the kick. Okay, guys. Okay, guys, his nose just broke from the air or something. Yeah, guys, I did not throw the kick. Yeah, so you got me there.
I love it's crazy because you look at all your fights, right? It's like you never try to look for an easy way out, right? Obviously, you know what I mean? Like, people are discrediting you throwing that spinning back kick super close inside the void, right? Like you said, typically people, they like to use that spinning kick to keep them away. Like Islam Makhachev, he does it and it's like keeping people away. Where you're there, you're throwing a 1, 2, 3, and you go, what? You jump up and you turn real quick in or outside, inside the void. And people shitting on you. It's like, oh, you got lucky. He ducked into it. I was like, that's what fucking happens. If I throw an uppercut, you ducked into it. I timed you going into it. I saw your mechanics of your body, and I studied hours and hours of your tape. But, you know, people always going to say what they're going to say, and they're going to say you got lucky, right?
The most craziest thing is when like, you know, like if I was like fighting, you know, for instance, since the most recent one is like Brian Ortega.
Yep.
Like how he's jumping up and down before the Ortega, before the year fight, and he twisted his ankle, and then he loses, and then you can legit say, "Holy shit, we don't know how the fight would have went if he didn't roll his ankle." But then at the end of the day, he still rolled his own ankle. You know that's his fault for jumping up and down inside the octagon. Stand up still. I mean, jumping around. You know what I mean? Like, in my mind, you know, whatever. But like, I don't know how you can tell someone, like, that's like DJ being like, bro, imagine you get an armbar early. You bust someone an arm and they fight you with a broken arm for 4 rounds. It's like, okay, I broke his arm.
Yep.
It's like, he had a broken arm though.
Yeah. Because I fucking broke it. Exactly. Or it's just,
it's crazy.
I mean, we can bake this cake so many different ways. It's like, oh, imagine if he didn't miss weight. Imagine if like, let's say like Ryan Garcia, when he fought Devin Haney, what would have happened if? If I
talked to you the last time about the Dustin Poirier one when they said the cage saved me. When a lot of people was like saying the cage saved me. Imagine if the cage wasn't there, right? They said,
yeah,
and that would have been a drop. And then I would comment to people, or I was just like, okay, imagine the wings on my back came out and I started flying around their cage and spearing him with a stick. Like, we're living in the real world. We're not using our imagination. This is not SpongeBob in his box, you know? Like, come on, guys.
You said, imagine if the wings up my back came out.
And I started flying around. What is going to happen, bro? Like, come on. These guys is ridiculous, bro.
That is fucking... The fans are lucky to have you, Max. They are lucky to have you. Now, if you guys enjoyed that clip and you want to check out the whole video, click right here. And if you guys want to see other clips from this channel, click right here. Enjoy.